Skull Vikings, you beautiful purple warriors out there. Free agency has hit us like a blitz from Brian Flores' defense. And today we're diving into the Minnesota Vikings' wild off-season moves that have every fan buzzing. Picture this. A roster tweak so sneaky and brilliant it's got us all dreaming of a Super Bowl run. Did our front office just pull off a heist? Here's the teaser to hook you. The Vikings traded for a running back who could change everything, and it's not just about depth. It's about unleashing Aaron Jones like never before. Stick with me as we unpack this roller coaster of a story, because this is Vikings news you won't want to miss. How do you think this move shakes up our season? Let's get into it. So where do we start? Free agency is like the Wild West for NFL teams, and the Vikings came in guns blazing, maximizing that sweet compensatory pick formula. They've played it smart, losing some players but signing others in a way that's projected to net us 2 extra draft picks. That's the kind of chess move that keeps us in the game for years, and I'm already hyped for what Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has up his sleeve next. Let's zoom in on the blockbuster moment. The trade for Jordan Mason. Out of nowhere, like a Viking longship cutting through the fog, the Vikings snagged this beast of a running back from the San Francisco 49ers. The cost? Picks 160 and a 2026 sixth-rounder. We flipped from trading Ed Ingram to the Texans, all for Mason and pick 187. It's basically a steal when you think about it. Why does this matter? Because it's not just a random grab. It's a calculated strike to supercharge our offense. Aaron Jones was a stud last year, but this move screams strategy. What's the vibe in the locker room right now with this new blood? I need your thoughts in the comments, Vikings faithful. Coach Kevin O'Connell dropped some gold when he explained the vision. He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that Aaron Jones proved he's an every-down warrior in 2024, 255 carries, 1,138 yards, and a ridiculous 1,546 all-purpose yards. But here's the kicker. They don't want him grinding that hard every snap anymore. They've seen the data. Jones thrives when he's fresh. That's where Jordan Mason storms in like a Norse god ready to pillage defenses. O'Connell's plan is to make Jones the 1A to Mason's 1B, a dynamic duo that keeps our star running back explosive and healthy. Imagine Jones breaking off those big runs late in the fourth quarter because he's not gassed. Chills, right? This isn't just depth. It's a game changer. Historically, Jones has been at his peak with a solid backup splitting the load. Think back to his Green Bay days. Now, with Mason in purple, we're talking about a backfield that could dominate the NFC North. How many touchdowns do you see these two racking up together? Drop your predictions below. But wait, there's more to this story. Mason isn't just some random pickup. O'Connell gushed about facing him last year, saying he's a heavy runner with burst and explosion, who's tough as nails to bring down. This guy's a zone-run monster with gap scheme flair, straight out of the 49ers playbook, and now he's ours. The Vikings didn't just stumble into this trade. It was a hunt. O'Connell admitted it wasn't quick. They scouted, debated, and pounced when the stars aligned. Kwesi and the front office saw Mason as the perfect puzzle piece. Versatile enough to keep us unpredictable, yet gritty enough to bulldoze short-yardage situations. That's where we've struggled, and I'm pumped to see us finally fix it. Picture this: goal line, 4th and 1, and Mason barrels through for the score while Jones rests up for the next big play. It's complementary football at its finest, and it's got me believing this offense could be elite. Are you as fired up as I am about this backfield tandem? Let's hear it. Now, let's talk numbers to back this hype. Mason ran for 789 yards on 153 carries last season with the 49ers. That's 5.2 yards per pop, 5th best among running backs. Pair that with Jones' career-high 306 touches in 2024, and you see why the Vikings wanted to lighten his load. This isn't a hunch. It's a stats-driven master plan. Versatility is the name of the game here. O'Connell raved about Mason's pass protection and every-down skills. Stuff that doesn't always show up in the highlight reels but wins games. Jones gets slept on for his blocking too, so now we've got 2 backs who can protect our QB and keep drives alive. How clutch is that for third downs? This duo's fit is so seamless it's almost poetic. Mason's bruising style pairs with Jones' lightning-quick cuts like thunder and lightning over US Bank Stadium. Defenses won't know what hit him, Do they stack the box for Mason or chase Jones out wide? Good luck, Packers. And here's the suspense. We've still got free agency rolling and the draft coming up. Could the Vikings add more firepower to this backfield? Ty Chandler's still in the mix, but I'm dreaming of a three-headed monster. What's your wildest roster prediction? Throw it in the comments. I'm reading every one. Let's paint the scene. It's Week 1, 2025, and the Vikings are facing the Lions. Jones rips off a 20-yard scamper, then Mason powers in for a touchdown on the next play. The crowd's roaring, Skol chants shaking the rafters. It's the kind of moment we live for as fans. Can you feel it building? O'Connell's not messing around. He's admitted our short yardage and goal line game has been shaky. Mason's arrival is his vow to fix that, and with Kwesi upgrading the roster, the pieces are falling into place. This trade might just be the spark that turns a good team into a great one. So, where does this leave us? With a backfield that's deeper, smarter, and ready to roll over anyone in our path. The Vikings are building something special, and I'm all in for this ride. Are you with me, Vikings Nation? Let's keep the energy high. Time to get real. Jones is 31 in 2025, and 1,400 career carries add up. Keeping him fresh isn't just smart. It's essential. Mason, at 26, brings that youthful thunder to spell him, and their chemistry could be legendary. How long do you think Jones has left at this elite level? The Vikings have been clawing their way up the rushing ranks, 20th in DVOA last year, up from 27th the 2 seasons before. With Mason's 5.2 yards per carry and Jones' electric playmaking, we might just crash the top 10. What's your bold stat prediction for this duo? This isn't just about now, it's about the future. Those compensatory picks we're banking give us ammo for 2026, and Mason's 2-year deal locks him in as a cornerstone. The Vikings are playing the long game, and I'm loving every second of it. What's the next move you'd make if you were Kwesi? Let's talk legacy for a sec. Aaron Jones has been a Viking for 1 year and already feels like one of us, 1,138 yards and pure heart in 2024. Adding Mason doesn't dim his shine. It polishes it. This trade is about making Jones a legend in purple while setting up the next chapter. O'Connell's vision is crystal clear. A committee backfield where everyone eats. Jones stays dynamic, Mason pounds the rock, and maybe Chandler or a rookie joins the party. It's a recipe for chaos for our opponents. How do you see this playing out in the playoffs? The suspense is killing me, and I know it's got you too. Will this duo stay healthy? Can they carry us deep into January? Every snap's a story waiting to unfold, and I'm glued to it. What's the one thing you're most excited to see from these two? Here's the emotional hook. This is our team, Vikings fans. Mason's trade feels like a love letter to us. Proof the front office hears our cries for a stronger run game. After years of begging for balance, we're finally getting it. Doesn't that just hit you right in the feels? The Vikings have been building, brick by brick, and this move might be the cornerstone. From Jones' leadership to Mason's grit, it's a vibe shift I can't get enough of. Are you feeling that purple pride swelling up too? Let's shout it out together. One last twist. What if this is just the start? Free agency's still alive, and the draft's around the corner. Could another surprise be brewing? I'm on the edge of my seat, and I know you are too. What's your gut telling you about the Vikings' next big splash? Skol Nation, we're at the finish line of this wild ride, and I'm buzzing. The Vikings trading for Jordan Mason isn't just a roster tweak. It's a statement. With Aaron Jones and Mason teaming up, our backfield's ready to raid the NFL like true Norse warriors. Who's your MVP of this move? Let's wrap this with a bang. The Vikings are stacking the deck, and 2025 could be our year. I'm calling it now. Jones and Mason are about to make defenses cry uncle. What's your hype level for this season, 1 to 10? Drop it below. Here's your mission, Vikings faithful. Smash that like button if you're pumped, comment your wildest takes, and subscribe for more Vikings news hot off the press. Share this with your crew. Let's get the whole Skol Army in on this. Until next time, keep bleeding purple.